Okay students, meet again with Menmeka. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning my students. Nice meeting you again this morning on the topic of reading comprehension, on the topic of previewing and predicting. Before we start, as usual, you have to know about the objective of our learning. The first, you are able to comprehend the different definition between strategies on reading comprehension. Secondly, you are able to give definition on the strategies of previewing and predicting on reading. The third, you are able to preview and predict the text, use the steps given. And the fourth, you are able to practice how to preview and how to predict in many kinds of English texts. Okay student, we start to question. Memeka has got a question for all of you here. What are some reading strategies in English? When students learn to read comprehension, they need modeling, practice and feedback. So the strategies below can be as a strategy for students to read for comprehensions. Those are 1. Using prior knowledge or previewing. 2. Predicting. 3. Identifying the main idea and summarizing. 4. Questioning. The 5th, making inference. And then the last, visualizing. Okay, this is a kind of strategies as a general strategy on reading comprehension. And then when you read about the narrative text, there are also some strategies that can be used when you comprehend the narrative text. Those are story maps, retelling, prediction, and answering comprehension questions. Not only for the narrative text, we have also expository text. There are also some strategies in understanding about the expository text, such as identifying structure of expository text. And then the second, finding main idea and also summarization. The third is KWL. KWL here stands for what I know, what I want to know, and what I learn. This is a kind of a process in understanding the text. And then the fourth, graphic organizer. Or we can also say as visual representation. Okay students, on this meeting we are not going to talk all of the strategies. We only focus on the 2 strategies here on the third meeting. They are only on previewing and predicting. Now start from previewing. What is previewing? The strategy is done before you start to read the text. Or previewing is a strategy that the readers use to recall prior knowledge and set a purpose for reading. It calls for readers to skim a text before reading, looking for various features and information that will help us the reader to read it in detail later. Okay, now first of all, Memeka will show you the text here. Okay, take a look at the text. Okay, after you read the text, Memeka will give you a question. What is the text about? Could you answer it? Don't worry. If you cannot answer this question, please now look at the picture that I will show you. Okay, after you look at the picture, and then you read the text, then you look at the picture, now you can guess what is the text about. Do you still have difficulties to answer these questions? What is the text about? Okay. If you have still difficulties to read the whole text to find the answer, then the picture here will help you easily understand to answer the question. So that's why Memeka give you a picture. So this picture here will help you easily understand to answer my questions. So about what is the text about? When you look at the text and then look at the picture, so the picture will easily make you understand. Okay, then we are going to practice with the full text. Look at the text on my right side. Okay, look at the text that I show you here. Okay, read the text first. And look at the picture. Okay, I gave blurb on some parts of the text, but I show you only a title of the text, the picture, and some sentences on the text. So from here we can see that the preview, the previewing here will start from 1. Read the title. This is the first step, how to preview. The second, look at the picture, if there are any. The third, read the first few sentences in the first paragraph. The fourth, read the first line of the other paragraphs. And then the fifth, read the last sentence on the last paragraph. And then finally, watch for the names, dates, and numbers. Okay, this is about the steps how to preview. And now we come to the second strategy about predicting now. What is predicting? Predicting, this is a strategy involves the ability of the readers to get meaning from a text by making informed prediction. Good readers use predicting as a way to connect their existing knowledge to new information from a text to get meaning from what they read. In a short sentence, to predict means to tell what will happen. There are 3 ways to predict. We have 3 ways how to predict. The first way is use picture to predict. The second way, guess what will happen next. And then the third way, predict the next idea. And now Memeka will give you an example about the 3 ways how to predict. Started from way 1. The way 1 is using picture to predict. Look at the 2 pictures here. Okay, look at the pictures. The first picture is the man and then is holding a wallet with a full of money. And in the second picture here, the degree temperature shows about 10 degrees Celsius outside, and then the woman here is thinking to use something. So you are going to use the picture to predict the questions. Memeka has got the question for the picture 1. Which is the best story from picture 1? You can choose from the 4 possible response about which is the best story from picture 1. And now look at the second picture, picture 2. Memeka has got questions. What story can you find from the picture 2? Choose the best answer from these choices. Okay, student? Now, we are going to answer for question picture 1. The best answer is B. He found money and looked for the owner. From the second picture here, the best answer is B2. She will wear her heavy coat and boots to go outside because it's very cool outside. Okay, this is about how to predict the first way. And now we come to the second way. A way 2. Guessing what will happen next. Look at Memeka's example here. Okay, Memeka has got 2 examples for guessing what will happen next. Now it's time for you to read the text for number 1 and also the text for number 2. Read it. Memeka give you a time for about 1 minute to read question 1 and question 2. So, which one is the best choice for what probably happen next? So, this is the guess what will happen next. Okay, student, it's time for you to read. Okay, students, after you read about both texts, the first and the second, and then below the questions, below the story, you have to choose about what will happen next, from A, B, C or D. Which one is the best answer? Have you answered both? Okay, now check your answer. For number 1, the correct answer is B. Ted and Andy look for 4 of the long thin pieces. And then for number 2, the correct answer is D. Pauline's mom quizzed her on the spelling words. Okay, this is the second way, students, how to predict. And now we come to the third way. That is about predict the next idea. Memeka has got 2 sentences here, 2 groups of sentences. The first group is number 1 up to number 6. And then the second group, will be A up to F. So, it's time for you to match from the first group sentences with the second group sentences. This is about the way how to predict the next idea. For example, for group sentences number 1 from group 1, Martin was feeling bad about his grade on the math test. So, you have to choose the next sentence as the next idea from sentences group 2. What is that? What do you think of the next idea? think. Good. You are very great. Good answer. The best answer is about F. Joel offered to help Martin study for the next math test. This is about a suitable next idea which related to the first sample. Okay, my student, this is about my explanation about how to predict and how to preview. Both of them are the strategies before reading. Then you are going to do some practices here, related to the explanation, related to Ma'am Eka's explanation about previewing and predicting. Ma'am Eka has delivered to you about the book, on the material of previewing and predicting. For writing a comment of this video, you have to answer about the third way of prediction for number 2 up to number 6. So you have to answer by writing your name, and then the answer for the next idea from number 2 up to number 6 by answering like this example. Okay, this one, student. And then the next practice for you is about from the book that I gave it to you. Please look at the book on page 25 up to 26 on passage B. And then this is for previewing. So the previewing exercises, you have to do the pages 25 up to 26 on passage B. And then on a predicting practice, you have to do pages 29 up to 31 for exercise 1 up to 3. Just write down the answers on the Microsoft Word file. Type the answers, and then you have to upload on a SIM Unisula. I will give you information about the submission deadline after this video. And you also can read the submission deadline on the description of this video. Okay, students, thank you so much. This is a short explanation from Ma'am Eka about previewing and predicting. Have a nice learning. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best luck.